We got wrist cars. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have the elbow resting on my thigh. I can even get a yoga block. If this is too low for me, I can work higher, no worries. I can even get into a kneeling position and work here. So I'm gonna begin to bring the wrist into Ona deviation, bring the wrist into extension, closing out all of this joint space. Start to bring radial deviation, closing that little joint space there. Then bring myself into flexion. And you'll notice as I end flexion, to maximize the flexion, closing that joint space here, I have to go back into that deviation angle. I can rinse and repeat, back and around, okay? To increase that, we have ankle weight on the hand to increase the load and challenge those wrist cars to increase your capacities. From there, we can also set up stronger deviations with a resistance band. So I can anchor myself, trying to close the radial side for radial deviation. Then I would anchor it the opposite direction to close the radial joint space Ona, for Ona deviation. The more tension on the band, the more challenging that deviation. You can also go into different angles of those deviations, into extension deviation, flexion deviation on Ona and the radial side. Adding a little bit more challenge, you can add a little bit more gravity. We put the weight back on and we stay on the side here, and we full range wrist deviations with an ankle weight. And that's challenging the radial side. And then I'll turn the arm inward and then challenge the Ona side.